Hello. We're still working on our cuff, and I already corrected the length, the distance in the between two, and make sure it's matching. It's so easy to follow the wrong tucking. So yeah, so as I said, match it, check, and check again. They're very, very important. So what I'm going to do again, so I'm going to check and show you. So that's the line. If you see, that's a shading line here. That's my open placket, folded placket here. So now I'm going to put one on top of another. Make sure it's matching. So your seam here of the calf, the distance of that, and that's it's all matches. So it's very important you do that, because sometimes that distance here could be different to the distance there. So it's very important you're actually matching the distance which is inside the placket. So it's very important. As I said, check again, because you may follow different tucking and that could be different size. It have to be the same. So when you've done that and you are happy, can you see I just slightly ironed it. I didn't iron permanently, but I just give a crease line, so make sure it stays in the same place. And I'm going to tuck that now, ready for my hemming. So just make sure it's all in places, especially my little envelope corners. So they are very important that they are matching together. There we go. Side. So they have to be edge to edge. Okay, similar how we did our collar and lapel. So together now that hem. So it's very important you do that. And again, make sure your little envelope corner is tacked together and it's matching edge to edge, because that's what makes, if they are matching, it makes nice, beautiful corner. Yeah, that's what exactly you want. I'm going to show you close in a minute. When is that done? Okay, there we go. And I'm just going to stop my tucking before I go to my seam allowance here. Okay. So it was it's nicely done. So I'm just going to take all my pinning out so they're not in the way. And before I do any final hand stitching, I would just need to steam and press my little corners. Take your pins out because it's easier to press it. Now that's where you spend some time. Make sure you're perfecting. And also a little trick, you can cheat a little bit by just moving your corner position, because it's wool and you actually, it's like molding. You can actually, push it one side and it will stay. And if you press it, you will actually, you can create nice straight corner here. So it's very, very good trick with the, if you're doing it with the iron. I left pin here, so I'm just going to steam that over because I don't want any big marks from the pin. Okay, so I like my corners, yeah, so you can, okay. Now I'm going to check again. So as you see, it's very important. So yeah, it lays very nicely, so you can check as well. So that lays very nicely. It's my seam here, and it finishes here. So sorry, so finishes there. So they're beautifully matched together. Yeah. So and it's opens here. So that's great. And also you can see my little corners, envelope corners. See that? So that is folded that side, and then under sleeve, fold it that side. Okay, so you can see that how it's been done. So when you've done that and you're ready, you checked several times, the next part would be actually attaching them permanently to your linen. I'm going to use red thread, single thread. You, of course, just use the color of your top fabric. So going to start from there and using a herringbone stitch, as you know, you already know how to do. But I'm going to start just above where the cuff attaches with the sleeve. So I'm going to start attaching the herringbone stitch there, and that part will be left slightly open until we machine our sleeve. So you don't want to stitch it here. Okay, so it's very important that you are leave that open, otherwise you ended up unpicking. Okay, so just going to you just herringbone stitch that. Okay. There we go. Nicely consistent, don't make it too tight. Give some distance in the between, doesn't have to be too small, as you see that. But the same, it's big enough to obviously to. Yeah, that's it. So when you come to your little envelope here, so you can leave it and then slip stitch it later in the same manner like you did with collar and the facing together on the lapel. So you can do it the same way, or you can continue doing the herringbone stitch, or you can go naturally goes and you slip stitch that here and then you start again from this. And that's what I usually do, is start here and then I finish in slip stitch that corner as well. So that way you can see it's done straight away. That's how I like it, but different tailors do slightly different. Just pull them together. Sometimes that's stitching called like saddle stitching as well. So you just pull into folded lines together. Okay, so make sure it's small enough. So imagine that it will be like this being machined. It's really important you do that. So you continue stitching and that. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to finish it and then I'll show you the final result later. As I said, you do your herringbone stitch there, you continue herringbone stitch that side, and you continue to your seam allowance at that point there. Okay, so leave that side open because I'm going to show you what to do in order to attach the two sides together. Okay, I'll show you the final what I've finished in the next episode. See you later. Bye.